Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Tuesday and it's 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I just want to thank you guys for joining me, taking time out of your busy schedule to join me. We got a really good show lined up today. We've got a guest that is a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award winner. And I tell you, he is a hero in the community. And I'm so excited about him. I'm ready to hear his story, have him tell you his story. But before we get started doing that, I want to give a shout out. I always give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we have been traveling together, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. And, you know, it's important. The reason why I talk about mentors so much, because it's important to have people that you can call on that are mentors to us to help us navigate through this thing called life. You know, they pray for you, they help keep you on the path from falling into those potholes and getting stuck. So, you know, it's important to have mentors. And I've been blessed enough to have multiple mentors in my life. So if you don't get nothing else out of this message and this broadcast, get a mentor and then get a show so you can talk about your mentor. So as I was saying before, we got a really powerful individual who has been active in the community an awful lot. So we're going to get to him in a minute. But I want to invite you guys to come over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you go over there, I want you to browse around, take a look at all of my advertisers. They help make it possible for me to do what I do. I want to talk about a few of them today. The first one is Surge Synergy. Surge Synergy has been with me for a few years now. And if you are interested in putting solar panels on your business or your home, you want to consult with Surge Synergy, because Surge Synergy can help you navigate in this crazy world of solar panels. It's a lot going on, but they can help you. That's their expertise. So you go over to the website, click on the banners that are on the website. It'll take you right to their website. You can give them a call, set up a consultation, and they'll be more than happy to help you. Port Again Sam. Now, Port Again Sam brings in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world. And I tell you, if you are a person that likes a good cognac or a nice wine, oh man, you need to reach out to Port Again Sam, set up your wine tasting so that you can find your new favorite wine. You don't know that he's got it yet, but you're going to find out once you get over there. So set up an appointment, you and your girlfriends or you and your family of friends, go over there and set up a wine tasting, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now, the last person I want to talk about is Prince Hunter Financial Group. Now, the Prince Hunter Financial Group is offering education so it can teach you how to work the stock market, the Forex market. You need somebody to help you, educate you in all of these markets so that you can begin to get financial independence and freedom. Now, the one thing about the Prince Hunter Financial Group is they're offering free classes to anybody that says they saw this advertisement on the show. You'll get 4 free classes. And that should be enough to get you educated to be able to want to start trading and beginning to make money so that you can set aside your independence financially. Okay? Once again, click on the banner, go over to the website. Once you get to his website, make an appointment so you can get your four free classes. Tell him you heard about it on the Ask Dr. Ron show. Well, like I said before, we've got a hero that has served in the military. He has served in the community. He has done so many things that I can't even describe them all. But I'm so glad and honored to have him on the show for the first time. And I hope not the only time. Major C. Bester, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Ron. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, man, it's a pleasure. It's mine. I got to ask this question out the gate. So,
Sure.
Major, I know, is a rank in the military. Is
Right.
that something that you already had, or you had your name changed to? What's the story behind that?
Well, my dad named Major, and I'm Major Junior.
Okay,
But no, it's not the rank. It's my actual name, Major Bester.
okay, because you can
Um,
understand why I would think that, right?
right.
Because I mean, you are been in the military, and now which branch were you at?
Marine Corps,
Marine Corps. Oh man, you
United States.
one of them
Yeah.
crazy guys.
Well, I think they all crazy. Every branch is crazy.
Yeah, every branch got their group of crazy.
Right.
No doubt about that. So now,
Mhm.
I know that you and Sergeant Major Ed are very good friends,
Oh yeah,
and
we're good.
and I always tease him that I know he was a Buffalo soldier. I know he worked with Teddy Roosevelt. I know he was in the Korean War. And I know he, over there in World War II fighting the Japanese. So I always tease him because I know he's been around forever. So does
Right.
any of that apply to you?
No, when you talk about World War II, that applies to my dad because he fought in World War II in the Marshall
You breaking up a little
Island.
bit, but keep on talking. You say your dad did
Sure.
what now? Say that again.
He fought Marshall Island in 1941 and 1943.
Okay.
So I was a long way from World War II. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Sarge caught it when I was telling him before, about the Buffalo Soldiers. But, believe it or not, all soldiers of color, brown, whatever they go by this week, stand on the shoulders of the Buffalo Soldiers because at one
Yeah.
point in time, the military didn't think the black man or the colored man, could be a fighting force, and then
Right.
they found out that that the Indians call them Buffalo Soldiers because in Buffalo Soldiers they couldn't shake them.
Right.
They
Right.
got on their tail and ran them down and did what they needed to do for the military. So, when I say those kind of things, I actually paying homage to all of the history of people of color in the military. So, how long were you in the military?
I was in for 3 years from 1969 to 1972.
Okay.
Yep.
So, were
And
you in when they were pulling out of Vietnam?
no, I wasn't in during Vietnam.
Okay.
But while I was in, I didn't go to Vietnam because I got hurt and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. But my platoon, when they were shipping out, they all shipped over there except myself. And while they were over there, three of our members got killed the very first day they got there.
Mm-hmm.
And probably I was a squad leader, and the two squad leaders were killed, and our platoon guide. So I was in my next platoon, and instead of going to Vietnam, they sent me to Okinawa,
Mm-hmm.
Japan.
Okinawa, Japan. Yeah, you breaking up a
Yeah.
little bit. You
So
know,
I was okay.
sometimes some of the words you're saying are freezing up. So,
Oh, okay.
so if I ask you to repeat it, that's because that's what happened.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, yeah. So I noticed that you have a jacket on that says POW.
Hmm.
At some point, were you a POW?
No, but I knew some people that were POWs, but this is all a part of our military. You know, we all have banners that say POW because we always strive and hope that a lot of those missing were found or can be found and pay homage to those that were prisoners of war.
Hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
So now, where did you grow up? I'm just curious.
I grew up well, I was born in Mount Bayou, Mississippi,
Mount Bayou,
out in the
Mississippi.
Delta.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of that place. You know, Mount Bayou. Yeah,
Down the,
yeah. So was it one of those places where you had to get out of there and go north?
no, but we had to eventually
Yeah.
because my dad was from Yazoo and my mom was from Midnight, Mississippi. So
Okay.
everybody picked cotton except me. My sisters were all cotton pickers, and but eventually we did had to leave. Um, on my mother's side of the family, they had to change their name because of some of the things that was going on. So they had to change the spelling of their name, and so my dad eventually moved to Detroit, and that's
Okay.
where we were there until we came to Chicago. And that was in like 1959.
59. So
Yeah.
back in the 50s, Detroit was a thriving industry.
Yes, it was.
You know, automobile industry was off the hook in Detroit during that time. You know, that's when they was making tanks, you know, using real steel, and you know, you get in a car crash in one of them, you gonna survive. You know, there was some serious
Right.
automobiles
Right.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Everybody worked. Most of my family worked for Ford, and
mm-hmm.
uh, that was the Ford plant.
Okay. Yeah. So now, did you get a chance to work, or did you got out of
No,
Detroit during that time?
when we left Detroit, I was about 10 years old when we got here,
Okay.
and so no, I didn't get a chance to work there. I didn't start working till 1960. 60. I worked.
Yeah. Now you so much older than me, you know, but I do know a little something about the history.
Yeah, but yeah, we grew up on the west side of Chicago.
Oh man, y'all went from Detroit and landed on the west side? Oh man.
You know
Yeah.
what town is? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. My dad was from grew up on the west side. And I always talk about folks who grew up on the west side, boy, they was rough, boy. My dad was rough. He wasn't no joke. You know,
You had,
he used to always talk about the bucket of blood.
yeah, that was on right off of Kedzie and
Yeah.
16th. Yep.
Yeah, cause he was on 16th and Trumbull, so he
Hmm.
was over in that area, you know,
Right.
where they used to tell horror stories about Two Gun Pete and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
Yeah, the West Side wasn't no joke. But you know, one thing about the West Side back then, families stuck together.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they had to stick together. It was still a lot of racial tension going on throughout the city in various places, and you know, families, you know, they found out that they had an opportunity to survive if they stuck together.
yeah.
So yeah,
And you
that
had a
was
lot of families staying with each other, you know,
right.
until they were able to make it on their own. Um, so our cousins and we all stayed together until we were able to. Because when we first came to Chicago, my dad, myself, and my brother, we stayed with my sister who was here until he was able to find employment, and then he sent for my mom and the rest of the family.
Hmm.
So, like you say, everybody stuck together a lot.
Absolutely. Now, what was your industry before you went into the military? Were you like, did you have a business or an industry that you worked in before you left?
I worked at different jobs. I started out at a place we made pool tables
Hmm.
down on 22nd Street, right off Halsted. And we used to make pool tables down there. And I was still going to school, and I worked down there part time while I was in high school. And after I got out of there, well, I worked at Campbell Soup. Remember Campbell Soup
I
down on
do.
35th?
I
I
do.
worked nights at Campbell Soup, and till I started working for, at the time, Illinois Bell.
Okay.
So I started working there in 1968.
Wow. That's
Yep.
interesting because my grandmother did the same thing. She worked at Campbell Soup and then she started working for the post office. So she
Hmm.
she left there and went to a different business government entity herself. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people prospered during those times,
Hmm.
because they were able to, like you say, stick together, you
Right.
know. Yeah. So now, how old were you when into the military?
I was 19 when I went in.
Okay.
I was 19. I turned 21 while I was in the military.
So what provoked you to want to join the military?
Well, here's the thing. I got drafted.
Ah.
Um, I didn't want to join the Army because my dad was in the Marine Corps. So when they drafted me for the Army, I went and enlisted in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And that was when they had to draft. And about 2 weeks after I enlisted, they stopped the draft.
Mm.
They sent me a letter said I didn't have to go in, but I had already enlisted in the Marine Corps, so I was ready to go anyway.
Yeah. So where'd
Yep.
you go train in Paradise Island?
No, I went to California.
Okay. Ain't that where Paradise Island was at?
Mm-mm. Paradise Island was in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was in North Carolina. I
What
was
did what
in
did they call the training place in
North in
California?
California. They call that the Hollywood Marine Corps. Because
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you were doing what you were doing over there, um, were you hold on, I'm trying to get my okay, I lost some other stuff started happening. Okay. So there we go. All right, it's back. So when you were in California, did you get a chance to, because I know when you go away for training,
Hmm.
is strictly training because I think Marine Corps training is a little bit longer than any of them, isn't it?
Well, there we had it was 90 days of initial training, and then it was another 30 days of your profession. And I was in a supply division, so
Hmm.
it was about 4 months total.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you did all your training in California?
yeah. So
Okay.
everything was in California, out in the desert, Barstow, California.
Barstow. I've been there
Yep,
before.
nothing but it's a sheep town. They raise sheep out in the desert.
Right.
A lot of hills and mountains. That's all they had out there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So during that time, I'm gonna ask this question. During that time, the military had a reputation of being very prejudiced.
They were.
So, what were some of the things that you ran into while you were in the military?
Well, doing basic training, it wasn't as bad as it was once I got out of basic training. But when I finished all my training and went to overseas, then that's when a lot of the you can see a lot of the racism and with some of the people and most of the sergeants and lieutenants, they were pretty racist. So, and it showed, and but the only thing it did, it kind of make you a little bit stronger to see how the other side works. And
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot of things in the military that kind of help you get through your life today,
Mm-hmm.
because you can see a lot of the taxes that they use. You just flip it and use it back against them.
Yeah.
And then it helped you to learn and get better with whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Now, growing up in Mississippi, do you think it was close how the military treated you in relationship to what went on in Mississippi? Because you saw some stuff in Mississippi, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't see a lot because I left at an early age. Like I say, all my sisters they picked cotton. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I left Mississippi, I was kind of young, so I really didn't know a whole lot. But just from listening to my mom and dad talk later on in years, I could see a lot of things that may have been happening that I was not aware of, but being made aware of later on in life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask a crazy question. So, do you think joining the military was the best thing that you could have did for yourself?
Well, I think it was a good thing that I did join
Mm-hmm.
uh, because it was a learning experience. And I see how I did my dad. And I reflect back because I get kind of emotional on this kind of thing.
Take your time, brother. Take your time. Yeah, it's okay.
But I learned a lot,
Mm-hmm.
from his experiences. And then when I went in myself, so I think it was a good thing for me because even though when I went in, I was working with at the phone company when I joined. But I was glad I went in because I learned a lot. And like I
Mm-hmm.
say, I listened to and I saw a lot of things that he did after he got out, and I knew how his experience was. And a lot of those benefits that they offer now, my dad never got
Mm.
that he deserved, and he never was able to get them.
Mm.
So, and I see how the military they deny you a lot of things that they owe you, but they do not want to compensate you for. But it's like I said, it's a learning experience. I was glad I went in.
Mm-hmm. You say it was a learning
Uh,
experience. You froze up a little bit
you know,
again. You say it was a learning experience and what?
yeah, I said it was a learning experience, and I was glad I did go in.
Good, good, good,
Yeah, I was
good.
glad to go in.
Yeah. Now, were there other members in the family that went as well, or because I
Sure, my
know,
brother.
I know they had a buddy system at one time. Was that something that was available when you guys went in, or no?
Yeah, but none of my friends wanted to go when I went in. Nobody wanted to go, so I didn't have a buddy to go in with me. Later on, in while I was in, a lot of people that I went to school with, I saw them while I was in. But going in initially, I went by myself. But my brother, he did 20 years in the Army.
Okay.
My other brother, he was in the reserve unit for 4 years. And I got a lot of nieces, nephews, and cousins that are in right now.
Okay.
And they're enjoying it. They're making a career out of it.
So do you think that the military today is better than your day?
Well, I think they get more benefits today than they
Mm-hmm.
did when I was in because a lot of just like their GI Bill, they can let their kids use it, or if they don't want to use it, the GI loans, the you can let your family members use it if you don't want to use it. So when I was in and got out, they didn't do that. If you didn't use it, you just lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a little bit better today as far as the benefits. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No. Yeah. Now, Going away, being a part of the military, and then coming back home, I know you got busy working in the community. What's that about? What happened with that?
Well, when I got back home, it was like I say, it was going back to work. I went back to work. I had a family. My son
You had a son. You froze up again. Say it
was
again.
born.
You had a son.
I say my son was born, yeah, right before I went in.
Okay.
And when I got out, 72, that's when, I had to step up a little bit. So I ended up getting married and, working. So it's a good life.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. No,
we
now
did
let's talk about some of your community activities. I know that I've heard tell that you all run a food pantry. It's a group of veterans that run a food pantry, and you're part of that. What's that about?
Yes, we've got two food pantries that we run. It's every first Monday of the month and every first Friday of the month. Um, first Tuesdays, I'm sorry, we're down at 48 in Wabash at Progressive Community Church
Mm-hmm.
at 56 East 48th Street, and we use those facilities
Facilities. You froze up again.
on.
Wabash. Yeah. You
Yeah,
facilities down
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. 56 48th Street is the address. Progressive Community Church.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, we're at the Hazel Crest Family Center on
Okay.
169th and Dixie Highway.
Okay.
So, and we open up the doors at 3 o'clock. We drive out to Bloomington, Illinois, to pick up food
Hmm.
twice twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
Come back and we set up, and the people come in and they're able to get whatever they want.
Okay.
So we've been doing that now for the past 6 years, 6 7 years.
So why Bloomington? Why you have to go so far? The
Well, we
Chicago
don't have
food
to.
pantry doesn't help you all.
Uh, Midwest Food Bank, you can go in and pick whatever you want. They
Mm-hmm.
have a variety of foods and meats, so you can go and get everything that you want there and just load it up. Everything food banks, they already select everything, they bag everything for you, and then they load it into your vehicle. But this way, we're able to just get a better selection of everything
Okay.
out there. So
Okay. I
and it
got you.
works out
So
pretty
you
good.
would take a truck
Hmm.
out there, load it up. How big is the truck?
We get a 15-foot truck on Wednesday and a 17-foot truck on Tuesday.
Okay.
We rent from U-Haul twice a month, and they give us a pretty good rate
Mm-hmm.
for helping out with the community. And we come back, and usually we open up at 3 o'clock. We have everything set up either at the church on Wabash or at the community center in Hazel Crest. And 3 o'clock, our doors open, and any and everybody that want to come out, they can come out and get whatever they want.
Now, do they
So,
donate the food in Bloomington, or do you have to buy the food? I'm sorry, you broke up
you
again.
just
I'm
sign
sorry.
up. Yeah, Bloomington donates everything.
Donates
They've
everything.
got volunteers. Yeah, they got volunteers that work in their warehouse, and they're the ones that help load the vehicle. And like I say, whatever we pick up, we definitely gets rid of it.
Okay. Now, is this for anybody in the community, or mostly veterans and their families, or who's eligible to be able to pick up food from you guys?
Anybody that comes out that have family, it's not restricted just to veterans. It's for anybody that in the community that wants to come out and pick up food. So
Okay.
we don't discriminate against anybody. So everybody's always welcome. All they have to do is when they come out is just sign up with their name, address, number of members in the family, so we can keep track
Mm-hmm.
and we
Now,
don't have a
how
problem with
many
that.
times, like, if they come out on in the city, can they come out here in the suburb too, or is it regional where you?
Yes. No, wherever, we open in the city, it's closer for a lot of people. That's why we have two different locations. Um, so those that in the Southland can come out. And if you want to come out from the city, you're more than welcome to come there, or from the Southland to 48th and Wabash, you're more than welcome to come there. So wherever you want to go, we have advertisements, and so people know where we are. They know what time we start. So, and a lot of times they mix and match,
Okay.
depending on
So they
what.
can go to both places. They can go there on a Tuesday and come out here on a Wednesday, or you stop them one
Correct.
place only.
No, they can do both locations if they want.
Okay.
No problem.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, I also know that you had other community activities that you participated in. What are some of the other things that you do in the community?
Well, my granddaughter has a distribution. It's called Give a Box.
Mm-hmm.
So I help with her organization as well. She's 18 now, and she started this as I think when she was about 11 years old. So we help her, my daughter, my son-in-law, my wife. We kind of help her with her organization. And also, I'm a member of a church in Phoenix, Illinois, and we have, that's one of the places where we set up with Give a Box.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we help with veterans housing, people that may be looking for housing. There's a housing, it's called Dowell Incorporated. So she sets up and people that need homes to stay if they're a veteran, and she helped place them in different areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And then, how often do they do the Giver Box program?
Well, they mostly do it during Christmas, Thanksgiving, and because now she's in school, but my daughter, she helps a lot with it when my granddaughter's not able to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but during Christmas, food drives and things of this nature, holidays when people in need for food baskets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I know that you
Yeah,
are a one of your hobbies. You're active with a motorcycle organization. What's
yeah.
up with that? You know.
Well, with our American Legion post, we just got our charter. So we have a Legion Riders organization within our post now. So um, we just got the charter last year, and right now we have 5 active members, and we're still recruiting members to join. Matter of fact, this is my leaders Legion Riders jacket that I have on now.
Okay.
So and then we do things with other different clubs in the community. I was also a member of a couple of motorcycle clubs during the years, and they do toy drives in September, um, December. They do a toy drive, so there's always something that motorcycle organizations and the different clubs that they're always doing. So when I'm able, I try to help out with that. We have there's an organization called Mississippi Delta Youth Foundation, and it's run by a gentleman named Sammy Sosa, who's has
Mm-hmm.
a body shop and a part shop on 75th and Ashland.
Okay.
So he does a lot of donation um, to Indianola, Mississippi. That's where we go and donate toys and things of this nature during the summer.
Okay. I might have to talk to that body shop.
Yeah, he's
Look,
got part shop. Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna have
yeah,
to hook up with him. You
yeah.
know. So now, So you all get stuff here, take it down south,
Hmm.
and now do you bring stuff up from the south or no?
No, we don't bring anything up, but if there's a lot of motorcycle clubs that uh, in Enola and Mississippi, different parts of the South, and they all meet. We all meet together, and whatever they have, they might bring up some things in a vehicle, and we just get together during the summer. And
Okay.
it'll be in it's more a lot of times it's in June. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably on the Father's Day in June
Okay.
that we make those trips down there.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So you do a lot in the community, whether it be in this area or Mississippi or other areas. So you just very active in the community.
Well, I'm just active, period, in the church, the community. I just try to, they say, and this is my saying, it's hard to hit a moving target. So
I know
if
that's
you
right.
stay moving, you know, you stay out of trouble, basically.
Absolutely. I totally get it. Now, that brings me to the highlight of this show. Now, in November of 2024, you were part of a group of veterans that were part of the Veterans Commission for the city of Hazelcrest at their veterans ceremony that received a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. How did
Hmm.
that make you feel? I know you were also at Sarge, we talked about earlier, at his awards ceremony. So you were
Right.
over there taking pictures. One of your hobbies, by the way, taking pictures. And you were very much involved with that. And then it turned around and became your turn.
Right.
How did it make you feel that you were honored to be able to receive such a thing?
Well, actually, it made me feel kind of good because, when you don't do things for recognition, you do things because that's your love for your passion for um, helping. And I think when you came up with that and you helped out with that, I was real appreciative, and it made me feel kind of good. When people recognize you, I try to stay in the background, but it did make me feel kind of good. I was impressed, and I felt appreciated.
Good,
So,
good,
yeah.
good. Well, and I give Sarge all the accolades for that because I don't have a personal relationship with you guys like I do with Sarge.
Hmm.
But when he recommended, and I had a small part to play on getting the award for you guys to be able to get it, it was just an honor because everything that I saw about you guys and it impressed me. And for your brother Sarge, man,
Oh,
he fought tooth and nail to make sure that thing happened.
yeah,
And
Ed
then
was
yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah, and then you all had a ceremony. It was Veterans Weekend, Veterans Day weekend, and you guys had a beautiful event. Had fried chicken and everything. It ain't a party unless you got some fried chicken. So y'all had
Right.
fried chicken and everything. So it got a chance for your family to be able to see, somebody say thank you to you guys and all that you do because it was a group of you all. And one of the things that I like about my show, I like, honoring heroes and sheroes in our community. People may not know you, but they're gonna know you because you on here now. So they're gonna know
Okay.
who Major C. Bester is, because they're gonna look at this show and say, "Oh wow, you know, he's somebody to know in our community." And I'm gonna say this: you all see his phone number on the screen. If you want to reach out to him and talk to him, get some connections from him, please feel free to reach out to him and let him know that you want to support what he's doing because a lot of these people do what they do out of their own pocket. I'm going out on a limb here now. They do a lot of what they do out of their own pocket. So any contributions, any support, a helping hand. If you want to, take that ride down to, where's it, Bloomington?
Bloomington, Illinois.
Yeah, that's a nice little ride, man. What is it? Bloomington is what, about 2 or 3 hours from here?
We it's about our about just say 2 hours with traffic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So if they just want to go with you, you know, and like you say, the people on the other end load the truck, but they just might want to take the trip with you, you
right. We're
know.
welcome to all that.
Yeah, and especially with your granddaughter's project, give a box,
Correct.
so if they want to, participate or shadow you and learn how to get involved in things like this, these are all important things in our community. We need more people like you in our community. And I applaud you and I celebrate you and I thank you because your whole crew, is special. And I don't mean yellow bus special either. Y'all
Right.
special. Even though you're Marines, y'all might be a little yellow bus special,
Might
but
be just a little bit.
you know,
Yeah,
uh, but it's okay to be special when you're doing things like that. You know, so I want to ask, since you've gotten your award, have there been any other projects that you've started or picked up on or doing that you want to share with that you can share with us?
sure. Um, our American Legion post, which is Alvin J. Carey Post 236, we're having a memorial fundraiser. It's going to be March 8th at from 2 to 6 in Calumet City, Illinois, at the Post 330, and that'll be it. We'll be selling tickets for all those who drink. It's an unlimited bar. Tickets are $80, and it's for our Living Memorial, which is was founded by our founder who founded Elvin J. Carey Post 236. So that
Say it again. You froze up. Your
Mark,
founder. Your founder.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alvin J. Carey Sr.
Mm-hmm.
The fundraiser will be March 8th from 2 to 6 o'clock in Calumet City, Illinois, at Post American Legion Post 330.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's on Legion Drive in Calumet City.
Okay.
So, anyone that's interested, you may call me and I can give you all the details. And um, if you're interested in buying tickets or a raffle or just come out to support us.
$80 a ticket. Is that
Yes,
per
sir,
couple or per person?
per person. But the catch with this is those that drink, it's unlimited. Uh, the bar is unlimited. So we
Yeah,
have
somebody
good
gonna
food.
get run out of business with an unlimited bar, boy. I tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they look. They gonna be up in there clowning.
yeah,
Yeah, I hope y'all gonna have buses, designated drivers to take some of these folks home.
ready.
Yeah, yeah,
Anybody that needs a rap, got
yeah, yeah.
so.
That'd be a beautiful thing. Is that the only thing you got going? You got anything else going on?
Well, we right now we're not going to start our food project until March. We'll start back March 7th and April the 8th. So we'll be back at those two locations, 56 East 48th Street and the community center in Hazelcrest those
Hmm.
days.
Okay. Now, in Hazel Crest, now is the commission still active in Hazel Crest, or did they
Yes.
kind of slow down a little bit?
No, the Veterans Commission is still active. We're
Okay.
still active.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
and
Now I
that's
know
who,
you had the Wounded Warriors wall for a while. What was that about?
yeah, that was the moving wall.
Mm-hmm.
That
You froze up again. The Wounded Wall. I'm sorry, the wounded
Yeah,
wall.
the moving wall,
Right,
moving
right.
moving wall.
Okay,
It's for the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War.
gotcha.
So had that in Hazel Crest.
How long did it stay there?
It stayed there for 2 weeks. We
Okay,
had 24-hour guard every day,
okay.
and most of the posts and motorcycle clubs in the area, they helped with the security, um, and it was a good event. People were able to come out and find their loved ones that may have perished in the war
Mm-hmm.
and see their names on the wall, get an imprint of their name and um, the year they passed away. So it was pretty moving and educational as well.
Mm-hmm. Now
Yes,
I gotta ask this question.
sure.
I understand that you all had a project with a cannon over there. What's the deal with the cannon? Tell me about the cannon. You froze up on the
Well,
cannon part.
restored.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. The cannon is being restored. It's at Veterans Park
Okay,
on Hazel Crest. So we're putting up it's going to be a veterans community. We already got the memorial. The memorial was placed a week ago.
okay.
So it's granted, it's a project that should be finished probably in another 2 months.
Now, is this an
So the
active
cannon is
cannon? Are they gonna be able to shoot the cannon? What's up with the cannon, man?
no, it won't be able to be shot. But this was an actual cannon that was used in World War II.
Okay,
Yes, this cannon was actually used in World War II. So and the people that's refurbishing it and repainting it and everything, it's um, it's going to be pretty good.
good, good. Because
So
I'm
yeah.
my concern. We're in the Southland. They just
Hmm.
put a whole brand new casino over here. I can see some fool now grabbing the cannon in the middle of the night, going over there and shooting a hole in the wall of this brand new casino, trying to steal all the money from all the people that then lost their money. Come on
Well,
now, you
won't
understand what
be able
I'm
to shoot
talking about?
that. They won't be able to shoot that cannon. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
know how people get to thinking, yeah, yeah, man.
yeah.
They look, they snatch, they will snatch a ATM machine. Come on
Oh
now,
yeah.
you know how they do. They will snatch an ATM machine with a pickup truck and drag it down the street.
Right.
So
Right.
criminally minded person will just, hey, let's get the cannon and do some damage,
I don't think they'll be able to pull that out of the. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, yeah, I get it, and I thank God.
Bring it
So
over.
anybody
Yeah.
that's listening, to deter them, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So are they gonna have a ceremony for the cannon, or what's the plan on that?
Yes. We had a ceremony when they put when they started the project, and then when they put the granite slate in the
Okay,
memorial. Um, and then there will be another ceremony once everything is completed in a couple of more months.
okay, all right.
So
Well, that's
Veterans
good.
Park, anybody can go
So
over
y'all gonna
there.
have a barbecue or something?
I don't know if we're going to have a barbecue, but we'll probably have some snacks and things of that nature.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha, gotcha. Well, look,
so
we got about 10 minutes left in the show. Did we cover everything that you wanted to cover in the show so far? Or did you think of anything else you wanted to talk about?
well, I also work with a transportation group. If anybody's interested, it's called New Air Transportation, and that's my son's transportation group, and he provides services to handicapped people, those that are in nursing homes, and people that just need a ride, and those that come out that might be not able to drunk to drive back. He'll have transportation there for them,
Okay,
so they come to our memorial, and
good, good, good.
yeah,
Yeah, so
so
it's like a paratransit type thing.
Yes, it's
Okay.
New Air Transportation. He's out of Lisle, Illinois,
Okay.
and his name is James Bester.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And so, but you have to have like certain insurance for that, or you can just call them
Oh,
direct.
you can just call him, and if you need transportation, or you got a loved one that's unable to get to hospital or appointment, doctor's appointments, just call him. He's got a handicap. It's handicap accessible,
Okay.
wheelchair accessible. He's got a couple of vans, and he'll take care of you.
Take care of you. Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's good. What else you got? You got anything else?
That's about it right now. And
Okay.
so we're having a Martin Luther King's Day celebration on the 16th.
Okay.
It'll be over at the Village Hall, the Bernard Alsbury Center on 183rd,
Okay.
and just west of Kedzie, 3601 West 183rd Street.
What, they gonna have a tribute to King, or what are they doing?
Yeah, it's just a celebration for Dr. Martin Luther King on the
Okay.
16th of
And
this
only
month.
people from Hazel Crest invited, or
No, anybody's invited to come out
okay.
to for the celebration, but they'll have a dinner. I'm not sure about the dinner part, but they'll have like a little memorial and everything.
Okay. I might sneak in there.
Yeah.
Me and Bernard kind of cool. He's been on this show several times before.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my guy. He cool. So,
Hmm.
and I know he's term limited out. He's not able to run for mayor
Right.
anymore.
Right. Right.
So Riaz is running. Is that what I
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's you have quite a few people in Hazel Crest that's running, but
Okay.
Mark, yeah, Riaz, he is running.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was also one of the guys that was celebrated when
Yeah.
veterans.
We had the
When you had the
memorial
series set. Yeah,
celebration. Yeah.
absolutely,
Marlon's
absolutely.
a good guy.
Yeah, yeah. He
And he,
seemed like a nice guy.
yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I had somebody ask me about him the other day. But I told him call him. All he can do is tell you no. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah. So so we covered all agendas. All minds are clear. You got no more grandkids. Selling Girl Scout cookies or nothing. Huh?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
you know. All right. So we got everybody covered. So now, I'm gonna ask you a question. I always ask people two questions when they come on the show.
Okay.
And the first question is, will you come back and see me again?
Most certainly will.
We're gonna fix your internet next time. We're gonna put you at the library or something with high speed
So
internet or
this
something.
is this is something entirely new to me.
That's
You know,
okay. That's all right. Well,
like
you done got it behind you now. You ain't scared no
yeah,
more. We're
right.
gonna get you some more floodlights and everything else, so we can get you all covered. Your audio's perfect. It just keeps
Okay.
freezing up. But we're
Hmm.
gonna get you fixed up real good next time. So I know this
Okay.
time you was a little, a little nervous because you ain't never done this before. And it was funny because your daughter called me prior to the show, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Who is this?" I didn't know who she was, but she said, "Yeah, my dad, he coming on your show. I need to see this." So I hope she enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
But the other thing is, what would you like to leave with the people before you leave today?
Well, the only thing I would like to leave is that if you could just spread more love, because I think that's basically what we need as people, and um, is to share more love as opposed to hate. And a lot of times in life, we don't get a lot of places because we're holding too much animosity within us,
Hmm.
and it kind of stunts our growth in a sense. So if we can just let go of things in the past and just move forward with love and not look to everybody for what they can do for you, but what you can help somebody else do. Because I'm a firm believer that when God bless you with something, that you should be looking around to find out who you can share with.
Absolutely.
Because you know,
I totally agree with you. Thank you for that. And I just want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come be with us today, to share, with us who you are, your past, your history. I just thank you so very much for sharing. Once again, you're a hero in the community, and it was an honor and a privilege to have a small part to play, with you being honored, with that ceremony. So thank you so very
Well,
much.
I thank you as well, Dr. Ron, for the contributions that you make as well, because you played a big part in this with me, and I love you for that. So
Thank you,
I
sir. I
appreciate
love you
you.
back,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Look, and ain't nothing you can do about
Okay.
it. Absolutely nothing. And I just appreciate it, being able to do it, and all your service and your commitment to not just to the military but to the community as well. That's a beautiful thing. We need more people like you, you know, and I hope people take your prototype and copy it. You know what I mean? Yep. So, and he keep freezing up on me, man. You freezing up, boy. That's a. We gonna
Oh,
have to get
well,
your. We gonna
we'll
put
get
you at the
better.
library next time.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get better with this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I know this is your first time, so you did an outstanding job. So, thank you for everything.
Thank you,
Um,
sir.
yeah, stay right there. We're gonna end the show. I want to invite you guys to join me on tomorrow. Tomorrow, Street News Now at 12 noon. We'll be bringing our news commentary, talking about what's going on in the current news on today. So you guys don't want to miss that. Me and Lee Michaels will be chopping it up. If he's not busy, he's going to join me, and we're going to be giving you our version of the news. I want you guys to join me each and every Saturday at 12 noon. 12 noon, where I give you my commentary from the desk of Dr. Ron, what I've been going through. So I go through a lot of stuff. People call me for a lot of things. So I definitely try and give people good, wise counsel. I want you guys to keep me encouraged because I'm getting back to my regular schedule. Sunday evening, I celebrate Black History 365 days a year. So every Sunday, I bring you another hero from our history, celebrating, keeping us lifted up in Black history. So keep me encouraged so I can keep on doing my schedule full time. And I want to thank all those that have made donations and contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. These are all the ways you can contribute. I need your support. Without you, I cannot do what I'm doing. And while you're here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Send this information out to somebody that was not able to see it live, but they'll be able to participate by coming on the show and watching it in their own time frame. So that's it for this week. I want to thank you guys for being a part of what we do. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.